Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you had an enjoyable long weekend. I moved flats and it's good to have that done. The new place is nice and I'm all set up. So actually while I was moving, it gave me a bit of time to think, and my reflection was really about learning versus performance, and I think that's somewhere I struggle. Like, I'm a great learner but not necessarily a great performer, and so what that sort of means to me is that I'm really great at pulling apart the market, coming up with ideas, but then often I'm a bit rigid or am questioning too many things when I'm in the market trying to execute. So I've come up with a few thoughts that I'm going to share with you, and we're going to use that, at least for now, as the focus for the week. So you can see here actually I've written some stuff, and I started writing learning focus, but actually it's really about improvement focus, because as I said, this thing is about learning versus performance, and just bring that focus back to learning would be a mistake for me. Obviously this performance area is an area where I'm lacking and where I struggle, so I've got to figure out at least a place to start, because I don't really know the answers. Now I've thought of three things. The first one is prepping, and that's am I prepping facts or am I prepping trades? And so the difference to this is that, okay, if you write down a list of information as you prep, all market generated information, well, that's great. But then the only issue is when you're in the moment, in the performance zone, you are then trying to take those ideas, turn them into trades, and then execute them. Whereas if you've already got an idea, you're just trying to go, is this idea in play? If yes, then okay, try and execute. And you're adding this layer of complexity. So my prep now needs to be much more distilled into actionable items. Then the next thing is about what I'm doing during the trading hours. So I need to be clear that in my prep time, my role is to question the market, find information, market generated information, come up with ideas, and then build conviction on those ideas. Then during the session, when my focus is on performance, I don't want to be questioning anything at all. I'm then trying to validate those ideas, to go, okay, is this idea in play? And then second, I'm trying to execute on that idea. The only other thing I'm trying to do during that session is to keep sort of updating with real-time information, so bringing real-time information from the market into my my understanding of what's going on. Third and final thing I want to focus on this week are market recaps. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, going over what's happened in the markets and trying to make sure I'm in sync with what's going on. That synergy between you and the markets and the intraday is so important, because that information then feeds back into what you should do tomorrow, understanding how the market traded. And so I'm going to start with these three things, and we're going to go through and work through this together during the week, and at the end of the week we'll kind of go back over this again and we'll see if we've made some improvements to my process and to my ability as a trader. Okay, let's head back to the desk. I'll see you back there. Here we're watching the S&P ladders. So my prep for the day was that if the market failed above last week's highs, that everything was technically in sort of position-wise aligned for a trade to the downside. And so here the 17.5s were last week's highs. And so the fact that the market's not showing any pace above those highs means that I want to get short. So we're just 30-ish minutes into the cash session here. And so now my focus is on just executing short. Now my mistake I made here was not getting more aggressively short, which I should have done. But the fact that at least I'm just focusing on getting short and not questioning the trade was a good start. So this build trade worked out well. I took it for about 15 handles. Tomorrow we'll keep going on with this theme of looking at these areas of improvement for me, and yeah, we'll see how we go this week. See ya.